What if I told you that your ferret isn't just stealing your things? It's building a secret treasure trove guided by an instinct so powerful. It's kept their wild ancestors alive for thousands of years. You come home and something's missing. Your favorite pen, a stray sock, maybe even your car keys. You search everywhere and then you find it tucked inside a shoe, buried under the couch, or hidden deep in a closet corner. And there's your ferret looking impossibly innocent. It seems like quirky, random behavior, but it's not random at all. This is stashing. And for ferrets, it's serious business. To understand why they do it, we need to look beyond the living room and into the wild past that still lives inside every pet ferret today. Long before they were napping in hammocks, ferrets were survivors. Their ancestors, the European polecat, were solitary hunters in a world of scarcity. Every meal was a victory, every resource was precious. And in that world, you didn't just eat what you found, you saved it for later. Because winter was coming, predators were lurking, and if you didn't plan ahead, you didn't survive. That survival instinct is so deeply wired, it never really left them. Even now, in a home full of food and safety, that ancient programmer is still running in the background. So when your ferret takes your shiny earring and hides it, it's not being naughty. It's listening to a million-year-old whisper that says, this could be useful later. But what's really going on in their minds when they do it? Let's break it down. First, the selection process. Ferrets don't stash everything, they're surprisingly picky. They tend to go for items that are small, portable, and often shiny. Things that rattle, roll, or have an interesting texture. Why? In the wild, the best items to stash were ones that wouldn't rot, things like bones, feathers, or durable prey. Shiny or novel objects trigger that same valuable response. It's like their brain flags it as a high-priority resource. Next, the hiding spot. This isn't random either. Ferrets choose locations that are dark, enclosed, and difficult to access. Under furniture, inside bedding, behind appliances. In the wild, these would be burrows, hollow logs, or rocky crevices, places safe from scavengers and the elements. Your ferret is essentially recreating a wild cache. It's a private vault, a safe deposit box only they know about. Now the actual act of stashing is a fascinating ritual. You've probably seen it, that frantic, backward shuffle, dragging the item while looking around nervously. That behavior is called backing. In the wild, it allowed them to move items into tight spaces without turning around, keeping their eyes on the environment for threats. Even in your safe living room, that instinct remains. They'll still look over their shoulder, still act secretive. It's a ghost of caution from a dangerous world. But here's the twist: ferrets don't just stash objects. They often stash food too, even if they're not hungry, even if you just fed them. This is called surplus caching, and it's a direct result of that feast or famine ancestry. In nature, you never knew when your next meal would come. So if you found extra, you saved it. Your ferret's bowl of always available kibble doesn't compute with that ancient logic. So sometimes they'll take a mouthful and hide it just in case. This can lead to some interesting discoveries days later. But stashing isn't just practical, it's also deeply satisfying for them. It's an enriching behavior. In the wild, searching for items, choosing them, and hiding them provided mental stimulation. It was a puzzle, a game. For your pet ferret, it serves the same purpose. It relieves boredom, it exercises their brain. It makes them feel productive. In a way, stashing is their version of a hobby. But what does this mean for you as an owner? Should you stop them, redirect them, Understanding the why changes everything. Punishing a ferret for stashing is like scolding a bird for flying. It's natural, it's necessary, but you can work with it. Provide approved stashing items, small plush toys, crinkle balls, or even old socks. Create a stashing zone, a box with blankets or paper strips where it's okay to hide things. This gives them an outlet without sacrificing your personal belongings. And if you're missing something, check their favorite spots first. Under the couch, behind the toilet, in the bedding pile, you'll likely find a secret collection, a portrait of what your ferret finds beautiful, useful, or strange. That hoard isn't junk, it's a story, a map of their curiosity. A little museum of your life as seen through their eyes. So, what's the weirdest thing your ferret has ever stashed? Share your stories in the comments. Let's see who has the most surprising little thief.